Hello everyone, welcome back, it's Jennifer. Hey, so I have another Teachable Moments video for you guys, and it's all about these. They're called Lemon Glycerin Swabs. Now, I don't know if you at home have ever even heard of these or have been around them, have even tried them, used them on a loved one, but these are really, I see these in patients' rooms whenever a patient comes in that maybe just got a feeding tube, basically anybody that can't take food or drink by mouth, right? So they aspirate on things, meaning it gets into their lungs, so they're not allowed to have anything to drink or eat through their mouth. Now, let me tell you what these packages read. It says, for use, to refresh dry mouth and throat by providing a pleasant and refreshing citrus flavor. And then the directions say to swab freely about the mouth area, and then that patients may suck on the swab head to obtain more citrus flavor. Now, I've always kind of questioned using these because I've done some research in the past, and research has stated that these can actually cause more dry mouth. They can actually do the patient more harm than good. And so I wanted to kind of double check myself. I got on a forum and asked a lot of other speech therapists in other parts of the United States what they thought of these, and 99% of them said that they would throw them in the trash. So I became really curious. I like to only ask my patients and only do for my patients who aren't able to do for themselves if I also do it. So let me show you what these swabs look like. They look like this. And they're basically a giant, kind of like a giant Q-tip. So the lemon stuff is right here on the head of the swab. And what you're supposed to do is rub it all around the mouth and the gum area, on the tongue, and it's supposed to provide this really great way to elicit saliva, make the mouth moistened, provide pleasure for people that can't eat and drink. Now, I did try this on myself, and I will have to agree with everybody that said to throw them in the garbage. Because for me, two things. It did not increase how much saliva I was able to produce. It did not make my mouth water. I didn't feel like I was able to moisturize my mouth with my own saliva any better after using them. And after I rubbed them on my tongue, I felt that it kind of sucked the moisture off of my tongue, and it actually left it kind of a light tingling burning sensation. And this sensation lasted for 6 to 8 hours. I mean, I probably did this around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it was close to 8 or 9 at night, and I still felt like my tongue didn't have moisture, and I could tell that it still kind of had that tingly feeling to it. And so it made me realize that for these people that aren't generally, a lot of the time, they're not able to talk for themselves. They're not able to provide things for themselves when they're in this state. And we're just constantly going in and cleaning their mouth with these swabs, that it could be not as pleasant as they're stating it is. And in fact, in my opinion anyway, it made it worse. So I would steer clear of these. Again, they're called Lemon Glycerin Swabs. We always get them from a company called Medline. I don't know where else they come from, but you can probably find them if you look them up. But I just don't recommend them. Now, that isn't to say that people that can't eat and drink by mouth shouldn't have good oral care and hygiene and shouldn't have some relief of sensation from dry mouth. But here's what I would do. The first thing is take really, really ice cold water and put it in a little spritzer bottle. And if they can open their mouth, allow you to spritz that ice water in their mouth, because the really cold water does actually help the saliva production, and it will help to decrease the dryness in their mouth. Another good thing you could try, they make these little mouth sprays. It's called Biotine. They make it in a spray. They also have mouthwash, and it actually has glycerin, which these say they do too, but the right kind, I guess, I don't know, or the right amount, but this actually can really help with not having such a feeling of dry mouth. I have to say that Biotine is a little slick and slimy, kind of, but it by no means makes your mouth feel dry and irritated. It's actually quite refreshing in my opinion. So that's also a good choice. Now, what you also want to be able to do and be sure to do is use a soft bristled toothbrush and gently brush. If they have teeth, brush their teeth like you normally would. Without teeth, then just lightly brush on the gums, the tongue, all around their mouth with a soft-headed toothbrush. Now, if they're able to spit out the toothpaste, then that's fine. You can use toothpaste. But if you're doing this for them and they're not responding to you or not able to do anything, then I might maybe dip it just in some alcohol-free mouthwash, or just really ice cold water could do the trick too, just so that you're cleaning the area. Now, another thing that I want to point out too is that our taste and our saliva production is heavily influenced by the things that we smell, right? That's why when we walk in a pizza joint or when we walk through the airport and smell the Cinnabons, our mouth begins to water. And so that is another good way that we can activate the salivary glands in order to kind of keep the dry mouth from forming so much. And so I use the essential oils. You can use peppermint, lemon. I know there's tons of them out there, but the ones that are that smell like food, and you can just try to waft that under their nose and see if that doesn't help bring them some relief too. So, bottom line, I say no to these lemon glycerin swabs. I'm going to throw mine in the trash. I hope that you do the same for your loved one. Thanks for watching, and until next time, good luck cracking the code.